Well, in this video today, I'm going to give you an ultimate cheat code to pass any prop firm challenge. Exactly 5 years ago, I did my first FTMO challenge and I got the funded account from FTMO. And since then, I have been funded with FTMO, funded with Funding Talent, the Funded Trader program, my Forex funds, and also I'm currently trading a $500,000 funded account with the Funded Trader program. Now, over the years, it has become quite easy to pass the prop firm challenge. So I want to talk about the 4 steps that are must before you even take the challenge, and you have to follow all these 4 things if you are truly looking to become a profitable funded trader. But just before we do that, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. With that being said, let's deep dive into today's video. Now, before you even decide to take the challenge, you first have to make sure that you develop a trading system, a playbook that works between 60 to 70% of the time. Traders who trade well, just like athletes who play well, get paid more than the average trader and average athlete. So you have to make sure that you have that trading plan, that you know from where you need to enter into the market, from where you need to exit, what is going to be your plan A, what is going to be your plan B, and only take the setup when market gives you the trade opportunity that meets your trading criteria. Let's just say that if you have 5 different rules in your trading strategy, then do not ever take any trade when your 5 rules are not there in the market, because there will be a high probability of your trade not going in your favor. As your strategy gives you between 60, 70 or even up to 80% of the winning percentage, that means you are gonna be getting more winning trades than losing trades, and that's what you need to make sure that you are always on track and you're always making profits. If you just follow your trading plan, you only take the opportunity when there is a proper plan in place and market meets your trading criteria, then there is a high chance of you not failing the valuation. And most importantly, with that, I recommend that you always catalog your trades. What do I mean by that is journal every single trade that you take. Once you take the trade, that trade goes against you or goes in your favor, make sure to write down all the reasons why you took the trade, from where you were expecting to take out the position, from where you wanted to exit when trade goes against you. All the plan should be laid down in every single one of the trades that you're going to take inside your journal, so that way in future when you will look back, you will know what exactly you did wrong, what exactly you did right. And this way you will understand what are the things that are working for you and what are the things that are not working for you, so you can take the step back when the things will come in the market which do not really work for you. So make sure to always have a good trading system in place before you decide to take the challenge. That's where most traders mess up. They do not have any trading strategy. They just see 6 figures account and they decide, all right, I'm going to take the challenge and I'm going to try to pass it. If I will pass it, I will be trading 6 figures funded account. However, they do not have trading strategy. So what happens? They always just randomly end up taking the trades when they see market is going up and when they see market is going down. So always have good trading strategy in place. You know, the most important thing about prop firms, when we look at the stats, we have seen that the traders who take the evaluation, around 90% of the traders, they fail phase 1 of the evaluation, and out of the 10% who reach the phase 2, 30% of them or 40% of them, they are the only one who pass the evaluation, which means out of 100 traders who are taking the funding evaluation, only like 5 or 4 traders are actually reaching the funded account stage. And most importantly, when they reach the funded account stage, not everyone gets the payout, because once they reach the funded account stage, they start to over risk, they start to overtrade. As a result, they lose the funded account. Which brings me to my second, which is the most important part, is risk management system. Now, when you trade your personal account, your risk management is always different. Even if you have a $20,000 account and you trade on your account, the risk management is different because of the reason that you have all the $20,000 to lose. You work on your risk system that you will be risking 3% or 4% per trade, and then you look for the trade opportunity. But when it comes to the prop firm, risk management needs to be different. Even when you are taking a $500,000 challenge with any firm, you're not really actually getting $500,000 to lose. You are just gonna get $50,000, which is like 10% of overall drawdown. So you have to make a risk management system according to that $50,000, not actual $500,000. Now let's look at the risk management system that I recommend you to use when you take the challenge and try to pass it to become a funded trader. Now as we know, usually there are two different phases during the evaluation, and the step 3 is when you reach the funded account. And also in funded account stage, risk management should be completely different than phase 1 and phase 2. So on the phase 1, usually the profit target is 8%. You get 5% daily drawdown limit and 10% overall drawdown limit. When I said earlier on in this video, now these days it's easy to pass the Pro Firm evaluation, because I meant now you get unlimited time to pass the evaluation. Back in the days, it was like that you have to make 8% or 10% profit within 30 days, which was quite hard. But now we get unlimited days to hit the 8% profit target objective in phase 1 and unlimited days to hit the 5% profit target objective in phase 2 of the evaluation, while we get 5% daily drawdown, 10% overall drawdown in the phase 2 of the evaluation as well. So how your risk management is going to be for phase 1 is that, let's assume that you're trading a $100,000 account, which I recommend that at least when you're going to take the evaluation, take $100,000 if you know how to trade and you have been consistently making profits from your personal account. So let's say that you're trading a $100,000 account. What I want you to do, that in your very first trade, I want you to risk 1% of your account. Now 1% on $100,000 is going to be $1,000. Now let's say that you are risking $1,000 on very first trade of your account, and you are actually following your trading plan. You know what you are doing. You know that these are the rules that you are following in order to execute the trade. What you're going to do, you're going to at least target 1:3 every single trade that you're going to be taking on the evaluations on phase 1 and phase 2. You need to target at least 3 rewards, so that way whenever you make a lot more profit. I personally do not take any trade when I don't see any opportunity less than 2.5 rewards. However, I recommend that you target 3% on phase 1 of the evaluation. So what's going to happen, let's say after your first trade goes in profit, it's going to be a 3% profit. That means $3,000. Now, if you are up $3,000, I do not want you to risk 1% again on second trade. This is when your first trade is going in profit. So what you're going to do, you're going to use the profits made from the first trade, which were like 3%, and you're gonna risk that amount in your second trade to again look for 1:3 reward. So this 3% is now gonna be used on your next trade, and you're gonna be at least targeting 9%. There is one thing that you can do. Let's say that your profit target is 8%. You are already up 3%. So you can simply just do that. You take 2% on your second trade and you target 6%. So if the second trade also goes in your favor, which is going to be a 6% profit, ultimately you're gonna pass phase 1 of the evaluation. Now this is when both the trade goes in your favor. Let's assume that first trade does not go in your favor. Then what you should be doing, you should be only sticking to maximum 1% risk per trade until you're up at least 2% on your account. So that way, when you will be up 2% on your account, you will be waiting for the right opportunity that's gonna come with the higher chances of going in your favor. Then you're gonna risk 2% and you're gonna target 6%, so that way you can easily hit 8% profit target. So that's for the phase 1 of the evaluation. Most traders, when they reach phase 2 of the evaluation, what they do, they get too excited and they start over risking. When they over risk, what really happens? They just lose the challenge. I told you, around 90% of the traders, they never reach phase 2 of the evaluation. Out of the 10%, almost half of them always lose phase 2 of the evaluation, which is quite easy to achieve. You just have to make like 5% profit in phase 2 of the evaluation, but these traders, they never really make because they get too excited. They start over risking, start over trading. So now what I want you to do is I want you to lower your risk in phase 2 of the evaluation. Let's say that you are trading on phase 2 of the evaluation. No matter how many trades you're getting in a week, I want you to just risk maximum 1%, but at least 0.7% of the account. So your risk on every single trade is going to be between 0.7% to 1%. So that way, what's gonna happen? You will be again targeting 3 rewards from every trade. Even if you are trading with 0.7% and you make profit, you're going to be making 2.1% profit from your very first trade. And that's what I recommend, that you at least get 3 rewards from every trade. And if you are up 2.1% from your first trade, you can simply just now risk 1% on the second trade and target 3%. And if you make 3% profits, ultimately it's gonna complete phase 2 target, which is 5%. That's better way to approach phase 2 of the valuation instead of you going full in and risking 2% or 3% on every trade that you're gonna take on phase 2 of the valuation. So phase 1, risk management is different. Phase 2, risk management is different. On phase 1, I recommend you to use asymmetric compounding strategy. On phase 2, I recommend you to never go higher than 1% risk and always just risk between 0.7% to 1%. Now comes the most difficult part. When traders, they reach funded account stage, that's where they mess up a lot, because now they have got their hands on $100,000, $200,000, $400,000 account, and they never traded such a big account ever in their life. Now on the funded account stage, there is no profit target objective. Your daily drawdown and your overall drawdown is going to be the same, and there is no time limit restriction, so you're gonna take all your time. You may be getting withdrawal after 14 days, or you may be getting withdrawal after 30 days, depending on which firm you go with, which we will talk about just a little later on in this video. Now what you need to do, that on your funded account stage, even if you are trading a $10,000 account or you're trading a $500,000 account, your maximum risk should never be exceeding 0.5%, because traders who got the funded account, statistics show that only out of 10 traders who reach the funded account stage, between 1 to 3 traders always receive the payout. So that means overall out of 100 traders, it's just like 1 trader who's getting a payout or maximum 2 traders who are getting a payout. The reason is always risk management. So on funded account stage, risk only 0.5%, and now you do not need to target 3 rewards from every trade. You can simply just look for any trade that meets your trading criteria, but it has like 1:2 rewards. Now if it has 1:2 rewards, then you're going to be making 1% profit from every single trade, because your risk is going to be fixed at 0.5%, and that's the maximum amount of risk that you're going to be doing on the funded account stage. Now you just need to hit 3% or 4%. I recommend that once you reach 3% profit, stop trading and wait for the withdrawal. Wait until money actually hits your bank account. All the traders who are trading 7 figures funded account, I have seen traders trading $2 million, $4 million funded accounts. What they do, they just risk 0.3, 0.4% on every single trade, and they risk maximum 0.5%. And once they reach 3% maximum profits, they just stop trading and they do not take any trade until they get the payouts and their accounts balance reset, and then they start trading again. That's the risk management game plan that I want you to master for phase 1, for phase 2, for funded account. The third thing that I really want you to understand, which is the ultimate guide that how you can pass your prof firm evaluation, is that you need to choose your prof firm wisely. Why I am saying that you need to choose the right prof firm? Because there are many prof firms out there that don't really want you to succeed. Their whole business model, it works in a way that when traders fail the evaluation, then and only then they are able to pay out the traders who are making the profits. So you have to be very careful. Instead of you looking for the cheapest prof firm in the industry, the prof firm that's giving you $2 million funded account, $1 million funded account, I recommend that only stick to the prof firms that have reputation in the industry, that have been funded traders for quite a while. We can take an example of FTMO or the funded trader program. I have added the funded trader program 10% discount in the description. If you decide to take the challenge with the funded trader program, which is one of my recommended prof firm, then use the link in description and also the 10% special code that I have for you. The funded trader program is one of very reputable prof firm. FTMO also, you can choose whichever you want. The benefits of the funded trader program are more than the benefits of FTMO. That's the reason I have added their discount code in the description. Now, once you choose the right prof firm, you have good trading strategy that actually works, and you have this risk management system that I gave you, asymmetric compounding risk management for phase 1, good risk management for phase 2, excellent risk management for funded account so you do not lose your funded account. The last step comes, do not rush out the process. That's the reason why traders fail. When they start to do the challenge, and the only reason they're over trading is because they are always in a rush, that they need to pass the evaluation so they can get the funded account, so they can start making big profits, because they are seeing some influencers on the internet who are showing withdrawal proof after losing 50 challenges, they are just receiving one payout, and they're showing to the people that look, we have received $50,000 payout. And you are inspired by those influencers, so you try to always rush out the process, and you never receive the funded account, and you never really get any payout. So highly recommended. Never ever rush out the process. Take your time. You are getting unlimited trading days to hit the profit targets, pass the funding challenge, and then get the funded account. And once you receive the funded account, do not just randomly start to chase the market because you want to make $5,000, $10,000 profit. Always follow your trading plan. You have worked very hard to pass the evaluation. You have spent your hard-earned money on buying the challenge, so there is no need for you to waste that money. So that's the reason I recommend always take your time and take it slow, and do not get too excited once you complete the evaluation and you get the funded account. So that's my ultimate guide on how you can pass any prop firm evaluation. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this guide, and if you got any value out of this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it from this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.